All right, hello everyone. My name is Wendell Osborne. I know I have a limited amount of time to catch your attention. So with that being said, the transference of wealth is here. My life has changed. I was only 3 or 4 years old. My mother brought me to the United States. Mama didn't bring me here to work for the rest of my life, but to actually change my life, to become wealthy, meaning my time, our finances, our relationships, everything. So it's not, wealth is not just money. Let's understand that. That's just a part of it. But to be 38 years old, have not had to work for the last 2 years, being an immigrant. We came from a little island called Barbados. Some of you have been there, I'm sure. 21 miles long and 14 miles wide. That's it. Me, little guy here. Came to America. My life has changed. I'm not worried about things anymore. My mind is focused. My only purpose now is to change what's happening across the globe. One thing at a time. Our families, then our communities, then our states, our countries, the world, in that order. And if we can do this, anybody can do this. I've got a lot of things that I've been through. I put a few of them down to remind me. So I'm going to share some of that with you so you understand. If you're there now, or if you've been there, if I can make it, you can make it. The key is not quitting. Doesn't matter what happens, we can't quit. If I'd quit, I wouldn't be making this video now. If the Gundam style video can do 1 billion views on YouTube, guess what? This message should change lives. All of our lives that will allow it to happen can also be viewed millions of times. So forward this to everybody. Text it to everybody. Tell everybody, check this out, because lives have changed already. A handful in just a few years. But getting this word out now to the world, and the recipe to do it, the blueprint if you will, is going to help change your life and many others that you're connected to and that they know. So send this around the office to check it out on YouTube. Text about it, phone call about it, email about it, do whatever you got to do. Let's make a change. We're only here for a short period of time. Our lives are that long. So we've got to make an impact while we're here. If I've come through what I've come through, anybody can do this. Check this out. My mother moved to the United States with me and my older brother at the time. We were children. I was about 3 or 4 years old. My first business. I had a business, guys, at 9 years old. My older brother probably was the mastermind of the idea, Derwin. He's the one that probably came up with it. And we put it all together, went to our parents. We started cutting grass. Children, who's going to say no to kids, especially when your grass is taller than we are? We're doing you a favor. Then we moved at that point to what we call the hood. Most of you know what that means. Not the nice part of town. We were on food stamps, welfare. Y'all remember that welfare cheese? I know I still do. That's some good stuff. But that wasn't my goal to be there. That was for a period of time. See, we've all been through things, but we can't let those things hold us back. Why? What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So go through those things. Stop trying to get out of them. Go through them and become stronger, so you will have that thick skin or that understanding, that your knowledge that you gain from the adversities in your life, so you can then extend those to others and help them as well. That's exactly what we're doing here. Also we want to make sure people, come on guys, here's an example of what I've been through. This is just a taste. I'm 38, but the childhood was not the greatest, but we didn't even know some of the times that it was bad times. Just because of the mindset we had as children, just playing. Kids have good times almost any time, even in bad times. Check this out. These are some of the excuses I could have used. Death of my sister. We lost a sister when we were very young. Okay? I'm a black man in America. I'm not saying everybody else is peachy creamy for you either, but in my experience, because of this color, there's been a lot of issues I've had to deal with. Okay? Welfare. I already talked about that. I was one of 6, total of 9 brothers and sisters that lived in our household before the passing of one of my sisters. Okay? Single parent raised. See, a lot of you guys can relate to what I'm talking about because you've been through it. Maybe all of this, even more. But it's not enough time to go through everything that I've dealt with. But I was a child. But when you become an adult, you leave childish things. We can't keep using excuses. We've got to get ahead. We've got to persevere and push through, because right around the corner, if you keep going, it's waiting for you too. Because I didn't quit. Look what happened in my life. Single parent raised. Immigrants. I only have a high school diploma. Okay? No college. Never went to college. But yet, I'm wealthy already in my 30s. Time to do whatever I want. Finances to help do whatever I want. Friends, relationships, my health, The keys that you need for wealth, we have those, and we're sharing them with anyone that will listen. Put this out there. Now, we've got to get to a point where we use our negatives as fuel. Take the negative things. When you're given lemons, make lemonade. However you want to remember it, we've got to start taking negatives and turn them into fuel to fuel our goals and help others achieve theirs as well. Because the more you help, the more you get. And the more you get, hopefully, right mindset, the more you can give back. Okay? Now, some of the other things we have here too. We trust God. Now, again, some of you trust the universe. However you want to word it. The secret, God. Me personally, I can admit, I know from whence comes my help. And some of you have other things that you believe in, but you've got to put faith and trust and grow. Okay? That's one of the keys that got me where I am. You say universe, I say God. Okay? Let's just stay focused here. You got to utilize these tools that you have from your life experiences and others. Use others' experiences as well. Now, I entered the workforce in 1993 working at Taco Bell. $4.25 an hour. So you guys on the lower income, you would double what I'm making when I started back then, okay? So keep that in mind. Of course, the cost of living gone up as well. Ask God. Universe is for my family. I ask God for everything, okay? That's just me. You apply how you do it. But we've got to get past this. We've got to help each other, but not in the way you're thinking, always giving out money necessarily. Using this and teaching people to use this is a supreme key and what's gotten me where I am. Being able to make that transition, and you can do it too. Remember, I didn't have everything handed to me, but my life changed because of perseverance. Yours can too. Some of you may already have. All right, so use this series that we're going to be putting on YouTube to help train and show other people as well what we do. We say sowing and reaping. You may say law of attraction. All that. Take everything you've got with the negative and the good that you know, and let's combine together and let's get this done. Now, the dream at 20 years old, I dreamed I was going to be wealthy at 20 years old. I just believed that, hung on to it since then. Okay? Then I started getting back to entrepreneurship. Remember, I was in the workforce. I've done lots of jobs. Now, after I've had this dream, here's where it gets interesting. It didn't get better necessarily in the thought that I thought it would get better. It got worse. I then had 2 full-time jobs and a part-time job trying to make ends meet. When you're making $4 and change an hour, you need multiple incomes. You've got a wife. You've got a son that just was born. All that's going on. I know you guys can relate. Some of you guys have been there. All happening at the same time. The world seems to be crashing in, but quitting can't be the option. It can't be. Not wanting but needing a car. Our first car. We went to a bank, our local bank we've been since we were children. They said no. That's interesting. We go to all these other banks. Everybody says no. Then I have a dream that says go back to the first bank. Go back to the first bank that told me no. Thought it was kind of crazy. We went back. You know what happened? They bought us our first car. See, we didn't quit. We didn't think, okay, there's nothing else to do. We're just going to cry about it. No whining, no murmuring, no complaining. Just do. Keep doing. If you're doing it, do it again. Keep doing. And watch what happens. Perseverance. We got the car. That wasn't a need. That was a want. I mean, yeah, that was a... We needed a car. I'm sorry. That wasn't a want. That was a need. 2 full-times and a part-time job. A wife and a son. I got to have a car. The bus system ain't going to help you get there. Okay? We eat the finest foods on earth today for free. We eat steak and lobster and filet mignons and all that. But hold on, wait. I didn't pay for it. I don't pay for it. It's been almost 4 years. Come February 2013, 4 years, this food's been delivered to our home once a month, sometimes twice a month, every other month, and we fed hundreds of people out of our freezer. Out of our freezer. See, quitting can't be an option. These things happen to you if you persevere. That's the way it works. You have to go through. You have to keep going. What else is there? Networking. I started doing networking again as one of my businesses that I wanted to do. I did that 16 and a half years, from 20 to 36. Nothing happened. No matter how many plans I followed or what they said to do or line them up, put one under one, you got to forget all that. Watch these videos series that we're going to have. After you watch this one, they're going to be broken down in titles. Go check them out. You'll see what we did and how not only our finances, our time, everything just started falling into place because this changed. I broke down the walls in here so I can build back up the correct way and show others how to have additional things happening for you, multiple streams that will keep you flowing no matter what is going on around you. Forget about what your eyes see. Do what we're telling you and watch how everything changes. It has to change, okay? Retired at the age of 36, meaning I don't have to work for my money. My mission now, get this message out. Let people know there's another way in addition to what you're doing or changing what it is you're currently doing. But we found the recipe and we are trying our best to share it. We need your help. Send this to the office. There is hope. The transference of wealth, not just money, not just time, not just relationships, not just your health, but the whole ball of wax is right there if you don't quit. Now, I could have quit, but I didn't. We'll get to that. You got to live on purpose. You got to have a reason why you're here. Not just here to fill space, take up time. You've got to have a reason of why you are here, okay? When we fail, we get up and then we succeed. Ask any professional athlete how many times did they fail. It'll probably blow your mind before they've succeeded. Failure is a part of succeeding. It goes hand in hand. That failure strengthens you to push you through barriers and get you where you need to be. It's literally that simple. I didn't say easy. I don't use the word easy. Simple. What we do is very simple and duplicatable. That's what you need to have, and that's what this series is going to teach you. And you can send your team right to it, or the people you meet right to it, and let it teach them. You don't have to do it. I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to help you out and make it simple and duplicatable. When you sound like me, boom, you don't need to send them anymore. You can do it yourself. But if not, or you don't have the time, send them to the YouTube videos. Let me do it for you. All right. Some of the things that make me function daily, things that I focus on daily to keep this thing here clear. Matthew 6:25-33. That's me. Okay. You might use The Secret. You may use some other function or system. That's fine. I'm telling you what Wendell uses to get the results that Wendell has gotten. Luke 6:38. Psalms 23:1. Guys, the transference of wealth, it's not coming. It's here. I've been living now for 2 years, since 2010. December 2010. Okay? It is now 2012 December. 2 years. Have not had to work. But now I go around showing what we've done, how we've made this possible that anyone can follow because of the things that I had to overcome in my life as well. We all have things we have to overcome, but they only make us stronger. Okay? Our purpose, creating wealth for ourselves and those around us. That literally means all of you, our friends, people we meet on cruises or vacations or wherever you are, doing whatever you do. Think about this. There's so many people from around the world on this ship. And you'll see some of the things we did on this ship to get the word out. So I expect to hear back from some of the individuals that I met aboard this cruise ship here. It's an opportunity. I'm just passing it along. We have the blueprint and we're living it. Okay? The government keeps talking about creating jobs. How do you create jobs when no one has any money? Okay? We need to create wealth, the financial part of wealth, and let that stir up into the community and keep going higher so that the businesses now have a demand because there's people coming through the doors that they have to hire. They have to open and hire more people. That just makes sense. Again, simple. Not, we need jobs. That's in the middle. You can't create jobs when no one's shopping. You can't create jobs when no one has any money. They need something they can do to create self-sustaining income so they can go out and spend more money, which makes the jobs in turn have to hire more people, which in turn stirs the economy. Come on, guys. We all know this. I don't know what the government's doing, but we know this. Now, check this out. Now, I can only speak for America because that's where I live currently, okay? This still boggles my mind when I say this out loud. 400 of the wealthiest Americans make more than 150 Americans. Do you see a disparity there? A huge one? We're here to fix that. We're here to help fix that. If you guys take what we're saying, run with it, share it, help others with it, we can fix that here in our country and it's going to spill out to the world. We do have things that are international. We do have things that are domestic. You'll see all that in the video series that follows this. The next thing. We have 4 income streams now in 2 years. Started with 1, changed my life. Now we have 4. We've turned that and rolled it and made 4 different income streams. That's what we need. Multiple streams that creates the things we're talking about here. Now, we're not saying come out here and try to do everything we're doing all at once. Do one thing or two things, whatever your capacity is, until success. Then you can add something else. You do it until success, and then you add. That's what I did. I did one thing until it was successful. Then I did the others. Now there's 4. Literally that, again, simple and duplicatable. We're not saying that you have to come out and do everything we do. But when you see what we're doing, you pick what fits with your 401ks. Because it's up to you now for your future. You pick what fits your stocks. You pick what fits your bonds or whatever else you're doing. But there's multiple ways to do it. And this is ways that we've found to do it. Okay? Keep it simple and duplicatable. Now you're going to check out O+S equals A health. That's one title. Another title is going to be O+S equals A giving and receiving, part 1. Then O+S equals A giving and receiving, part 2. And then O+S equals A time is money. Those are the 4 titles you're going to look up on YouTube once we get this whole series up. So once you leave this, you can go check them out now. Contact information, everything you're going to need, we're going to make sure you have. This has got to change. This disparity that we're dealing with, this supposed recession, all that, it's got to go away. And we're here to do the best we can to help with that. Now, let's think about this. If I'm wrong in what I'm saying, and you're right, if I'm saying that the prosperity is just around the corner, you just don't have to quit. If I'm saying that we have 4 income streams, if I'm saying that we live the life that we want to live already, and I'm wrong, but then you're saying the opposite of that there is no income streams, and I'm lying, and whatever else negativity pops in people's heads, and you're right, we all know that's not a good thing. It's not. So we're telling you what's happening because it's real. Now check this out. Excuse me. There's no perfect anything. Let's just be flat out honest with it. There's no perfect job. There's no perfect family. There's no perfect church. There's no perfect business, relationship. No such thing. But we're striving to achieve those things. So there are times that things aren't working the best, and you know how it is, just life. But we don't look at the negative part. The glass is always half full. That's one of the mindset things you have to absorb. That is always half full. If you keep moving forward, you'll be fine. Now, if you would like to have, if you are in Virginia, in the United States, or somewhere in the United States, and would like to have me come out and speak on this obedience plus stewardship equals abundance, the topic that we're speaking about today, and how things can change and will change, our information is very simple. I'll speak at any church, any organization, club, group, event, school, I don't even care, etc. It doesn't matter. If you'd like to have this shown, taught, if you want the DVD, it's an hour and 46 minutes, you want that, call 1-866-385-4108 and leave that number, email on any of the extensions. It doesn't matter. I check them all. I check all my stuff. So do that. We'll get back with you as soon as we can. The email address, if you want to rather go to the email, it's o.g.j.trust@gmail.com. We will get back with you, okay? Also, check out all our videos on YouTube. We're going to have some other videos up there as well. Some of the things we've done in the past. It'll help you, and you can send people there, and we'll do the work through those videos for you. You don't have to do this. We keep it simple and duplicatable. We're here to help. You can also go to Wendell Osborne. If you type in Wendell, W-I-N-D-E-L-L, Osborne, I'll be the black gentleman wearing glasses with a white collared shirt on YouTube. There's different ones up there, I think. But you'll recognize the face, hopefully, looking over the show. If you click on that, that's another way to get in. You'll be able to see the documentation. They always say that documentation beats conversation. I don't have to talk you to death. You go check out what we're doing on YouTube, and you'll see for yourself that the real deal is there. And I'll have pictures and videos documenting from 2010 up to now some of the things that have happened in our lives, what we've changed. The thing is, we got to remember this, guys, and I'm going to get out of your way. My life changed in 2010, June, because I didn't quit. I could have quit in May, but had I quit in May, I wouldn't be making this video. I'd still be working 2-3 jobs or whatever trying to get by. But I didn't quit. I persevered. And because of that, June 2010, when it started, 6 months later, my life changed where I was able to retire, meaning not having to work for my money. I do what I do because I want to, not because I have to. I can stay at home all day if I want to, but my life changed. I was just around the corner from it when I was ready to quit. And because I didn't, I get to make these videos now and share what I have. You make contact with me, we'll do whatever we need to do. My service is coming out to you. It is free. I'm not charging no fee for me to be there. If it's some kind of traveling engagement, of course, hotel, room, food, car, whatever, that will be taken care of by whoever invites me. But as far as you paying me to be there, absolutely not. It's all donations. Whatever your church or organization feels to get, it's up to you guys. But I know what we have works. I know it can change lives because ours changed. All we want to do now, get this word out, get this whole planet back where it needs to be, and let's go do what needs to be done. I hope I said something today that will make you check out what else we have, make contact with us, and let's go do this. And oh, like the politicians like to say, hi, my name is Wendell Osborne, and I approve this message. Hope to see you soon. Have a great day.